The warning bells echoed across the Galactic Council's main control room. Red lights flashed on every screen as Officer Tom rushed to his station. His forearms danced over the controls, trying to make sense of the data. "What is it?" asked Commander Blue, his cerulean skin darkening with worry. As a Kelton, one of the galaxy's eldest species, he had seen many crises in his 300 years, but never anything that triggered every alarm. Tom's eyes widened. "Sir, sensors have detected something unusual. Outer rim. Massive." "How? Massive?" Blue asked, stepping closer. 2 kilometers long, sir, but that's not the strange part." Tom's voice faltered. "The shape, it looks like a person." Blue stared at the screen. Against the star field loomed a shadowy figure. 2 arms, 2 legs, a head. But this wasn't a person. It was a ship, a colossal humanoid ship. "Send this to all fleet commanders," Blue ordered, "and call an emergency council meeting." Within hours, ships from 12 species received the alert. News spread across the galaxy like wildfire. A humanoid ship, larger than most space stations, was drifting through their territory. No one knew who built it, or what it wanted. Aboard the battleship Starfire, Admiral Vex sat in silence. A tall, thin Zorton with slate-gray skin and massive black eyes, Vex had survived wars, disasters, and the horrors of deep space. But this was different. "Show me the scans again," he said. The main screen flared to life. The humanoid ship glided silently, arms slightly bent, head turning as if searching. Even battle-hardened soldiers looked away, unsettled. "The hull is composed of unknown metal," reported Science Officer Kate, a green-skinned, 3-eyed researcher. "It blocks all scans. We can't see inside." "Weapons?" Vex asked. "Most likely. Energy readings from the arms and chest are off the charts, far beyond our capabilities." Vex nodded slowly. His instincts screamed one thing: this ship was dangerous. Extremely dangerous. The council assembled in the Great Hall of Station Prime. Dozens of species filled the circular chamber, their voices hushed, the air thick with tension. On the central screen, the humanoid ship loomed. Council. Leader Zara stood at the center dais. A Novan with glowing silver skin, known for wisdom and calm, even she looked shaken. "Fellow beings," she began, "we face an unknown entity, a ship built in humanoid form. We don't know who built it or why." A 6 representative, a towering insectoid, raised a claw. "Has anyone tried to communicate?" "Yes," Zara replied. "We've broadcast on all frequencies. There's been no response." "Perhaps it can't understand," offered a feline-like Felton. "Or perhaps it chooses not to," growled General Rex, a horned Corvin. "Look at it. This is no peace vessel. This is a weapon." Debate broke out, voices in dozens of languages rising in fearful cacophony. "Order," Zara called. "Let us think clearly." Dr. Lisa, the council's chief scientist and one of the few pure humans, stood up. Small but respected, her voice was steady. The ship's movement. "It's unnatural," she said. "It acts like it's alive. Its head turns. Its arms move. This isn't normal." "What are you suggesting?" Admiral Vex asked via video link. "I'm saying it might not just be a ship. It might be something else. Something we don't yet understand." Silence fell. The possibility chilled everyone. "It's heading toward the inner colonies," reported Intelligence Chief Mark, a blue-furred Tellan. "It'll reach populated systems in 10 days. "We can't allow that," Rex said firmly. "We must." "Stop it!" "But we don't know if it's hostile," Lisa argued. Rex jabbed a finger at the screen. "It has arms, legs, weapons. What more proof do we need?" Zara raised her hand. "We will vote. All in favor of classifying this ship as a weapon of mass destruction?" Claws, hands, tentacles, and appendages rose across the room. Only Lisa and 2 others dissented. "The motion passes," Zara announced. The humanoid ship is now a classified WMD and a galactic threat. Vex closed his eyes, the weight of command heavy. What are your orders, Council Leader? Assemble a task force. All available ships. Find it. Stop it. If it refuses to surrender... Zara's glow dimmed. You must destroy it. As word. Spread. Military fleets prepared. A new war loomed. Not against an empire or invaders, but against something shaped like a person. None of them knew the truth. The humanoid ship wasn't a weapon. It was something far more human than they could ever imagine. Each time it shifted position, it moved farther from shipping routes and major trade corridors. It's avoiding civilian areas, Sarah muttered. Rex frowned. You're saying it doesn't want to hurt innocent people? That's what the data suggests, sir. Before Rex could respond, alarms blared throughout the fleet. Multiple contacts, the sensor officer yelled. 3 more humanoid ships approaching from separate directions. The tactical display updated. 4 red markers now encircled the fleet. The ships weren't charging. They were maneuvering like they were closing a ring. All ships to battle. Stations, Rex ordered. But hold your fire unless they shoot first. The humanoid vessels came closer. Their motion was fluid and synchronized, like dancers in formation. Suddenly, the fleet's communication systems lit up with strange transmissions. Sir, Sarah said, eyes wide, they're trying to communicate, but I don't understand the language. Put it on speaker. The bridge filled with a sequence of deep rhythmic tones, more like music than noise. Computer, analyze. Analysis complete, the ship's AI replied. Signals contain mathematical structures. They appear to be initiating contact. Doctor, Amy looked up from her station. Commander, these aren't weapons frequencies. I think they're trying to talk. They mean no harm. Then why not use a standard galactic language? Rex asked. Maybe they don't know any, she replied. Nothing made sense. These massive constructs looked like weapons, but they avoided conflict and seemed to seek dialogue. Sir, Lieutenant Dan said quietly, what if we're wrong about them? What do you mean? What if these aren't weapons at all? Before Rex could answer, one of the ships began moving closer, slowly, deliberately, as if trying not to startle a frightened animal. All ships, hold position, Rex said. Let's see what it does. It stopped exactly 50 kilometers out, the same buffer distance Rex had commanded. Then, astonishingly, it raised one enormous arm and waved. It's greeting us, Amy said, astonished. Commander, I don't think these are weapons. I think they're people. Rex stared at the display, stunned. If she was right, then the Galactic Council had declared war on an intelligent species just trying to be friendly. Get me Council Leader Zara, he said. We need to talk. As the comms link initialized, Rex felt a sinking weight in his chest. How do you apologize, he wondered, when you've already aimed 60 warships at someone? The hunt had started, but they might be hunting the wrong enemy. Captain Jack stood inside the neural command bay of the rescue vessel Guardian. Around him, soft blue lights pulsed in rhythm with the ship's beating, heart-like reactor. The Guardian wasn't just a ship. It was humanity's crown jewel, a dynamic, semi-organic vessel that could think and feel. Jack placed his hand on the warm surface of the neural core, instantly syncing with the ship's AI, Anna. Through the link, he felt what the ship felt, heard what it heard. Anna, show me the search pattern for Sector 7, Jack said. Images streamed into his mind. Vast voids, shattered wrecks, faint energy trails. For 4 months, the Guardian and 3 other ships had searched for the New Dawn, a colony ship that left Earth 2 years ago with 15,000 settlers. Its last signal reported failures and an emergency landing attempt. Jack, Anna said in his mind, the alien ships are still tracking us. They maintain distance but follow every move. Jack sighed. These aliens had shadowed them for days. All communication attempts had failed. Keep trying, Anna. Use math, music, anything. I've tried 17 methods. They receive the signals but respond incorrectly. I believe they think we're hostile. That hurt. Humanity's first meeting with alien life, and they were being seen as a threat. Their ships, built to resemble humanoids, were supposed to help human crews. But maybe the design looked aggressive to aliens. In the medical bay, Dr. Lisa checked the emergency pods again. As chief medical officer, she was ready to handle thousands of casualties. Still nothing from search teams? She asked. Not yet, replied Nurse Mike. But Captain Jack thinks we're close. The debris field is getting thicker. Lisa nodded. She'd volunteered because she believed in saving lives, no matter the danger. The New Dawn's distress signal had mobilized thousands. They couldn't abandon their own. In the engine chamber, Chief Engineer Dave monitored the biomechanical systems. The Guardian was partially organic, its structure able to self-heal. How are the other ships? Dave asked. Defender, Protector, and Savior all report stable, Lisa, the assistant engineer, replied. Same issue, though. The aliens think we're hostile. If only they knew, Dave muttered. We're here to rescue, not destroy. On the bridge, Communications Officer Paul worked feverishly. He'd studied dozens of alien languages, but none matched these. Captain, he called. Increased chatter from alien ships. Something's changed. Jack disconnected from Anna and walked to Paul's station. What kind of change? They seem excited. And, sir, we've got more ships approaching. 3 directions. Jack's gut tightened. More alien ships could escalate everything. Anna, prepare a general distress call. All frequencies. Make it clear. We're a rescue team. Jack, Anna warned. If we reveal our mission, we may expose any survivors. The aliens could reach them first. It was a brutal choice. Protect the survivors by staying hidden, or risk everything to avoid war. Before he could answer, Sensor Officer Tim called out, Captain, we've found something. Large debris field, heading 180. Metal composition matches New Dawn. Jack's heart pounded. After months, they'd found it. Anna, scan for life signs. The ship's sensors swept the area, searching for any trace of survivors. Time dragged. Faint energy signatures detected, Anna said. Could be shelters or pods. Weak but artificial. How many? Unclear. Signals are too faint. But Jack, some are human tech. A quiet cheer spread through the bridge. There might still be survivors. But the celebration ended fast. Multiple alien vessels closing in, Tim shouted. They're breaking formation. Jack looked at the tactical screen. Dozens of ships, some large, some small, were converging fast. Captain, Paul said, I've received a transmission. I think it's an ultimatum. Can you understand it? Only fragments, but Humans working together side by side. Her flagship slowed as it approached the scene, confused by the lack of fighting. What happened here? She asked over the command channel. Rex appeared on her screen, standing next to Captain Jack. Leader Zara, we made a mistake, he said plainly. These ships weren't a threat. They were trying to save their people, and we nearly destroyed them. Zara's eyes narrowed, flicking between the damage reports and the real-time video feeds showing survivors being treated and fed by alien and human crews alike. Explain everything, she said. As Rex and Jack recounted the events, Dr. Maya joined the conversation, providing data on the communication signals and the rescue pattern of the humanoid ships. They were sending distress calls, she said. And they came here not to fight, but to find the lost colonists of New Dawn. Zara listened in silence. When the story ended, she nodded slowly. You saved lives today, she said. But more importantly, you saved our honor. This could have been the first war between species. And instead, It became our first act of true cooperation. Later that day, a joint memorial was held aboard the Guardian to honor those injured and the few who had not survived long enough to be rescued. Representatives of all 7 alien races attended. Captain Jack spoke briefly, his voice carrying over the quiet gathering. "Today, we learned something important," he said, "that our shapes, our ships, our languages, they may be different, but our hearts beat for the same things: family, hope, and the will to help those in need. Let this be the beginning of something better." The Council repealed its attack orders and launched a formal alliance with Earth's rescue fleet. What began as a misunderstanding nearly led to war, but ended in unity. The stars would remember.